It's more than a year and a half since then President Biden, you might remember this, signed a bill forcing TikTok to sell its U.S. operations or face a ban in America. Yesterday, the company signed a deal to honor that agreement. Well, at least in part. Kelly O'Grady following all this for us. Kelly, I'm sorry. It's been a very aggressive day with lots of moving parts. Kelly, you're there. I see you straight ahead. Catch us up on what we know.
Okay, so this new deal, remember the main thing about this when it comes to U.S. control is they didn't want a Chinese-owned entity, remember ByteDance owns TikTok, ByteDance is a Chinese company, to own 20% or more. So this deal does suffice with that stipulation in the law. Under this new agreement, the U.S. joint venture would form, ByteDance would own 19.9% of that, so it is under 20%, and then the rest would be owned by ByteDance affiliated investors and then a consortium of U.S. investors. So one would be Oracle, and I have to disclose that Oracle is owned by Larry Ellison, who is the father of David Ellison, who is the chairman and CEO of Paramount Skydance, which of course does own CBS News. And then you can also see on the screen there the other two investors, Silver Lake, that's a private equity firm, and then MGX, that is a United Arab Emirates firm. The thing that I find interesting about that a lot of analysts that I've spoken to today have said is, well, that is also a foreign country, a firm that is in a foreign country, but that there might be some questioning of the deal, but it also is not a foreign adversary, which China is often considered as. So in theory, this deal does suffice under the letter of the law, but we haven't had confirmation that China has signed off on it, right? That, of course, we have heard from President Trump that in his dealings with President Xi that they had agreed on a deal, but we haven't gotten that confirmation from Beijing. Of course, January 23rd, that would be the date where everything in theory goes dark. After so many different extensions, they're looking to close this deal by January 22nd.
And Kelly, very quickly, what happens to the algorithm?
So in theory, it is going to be transferred over and it will be retrained on U.S. user data. And then this joint venture would have control over content moderation. But reportedly, in the memo that the TikTok CEO sent out to his employees, they would still, meaning ByteDance, would still control some e-commerce, merchandising pieces like that. So I think there's going to be a lot more details that do need to be worked out.
Kelly O'Grady with all the details, as always. Thank you so much.